What's up, everybody? It's your boy Glenn coming at you with a 10 days out Bears mock draft. Let's get into it. Gonna go a little slow here at the beginning, but obviously the first pick is going to be Caleb Williams. That's pretty much set in stone. 10 days out from the draft. Daniels goes 2, May goes 3. Number 4, Marvin Harrison. Chalk so far. Malik Neighbors goes 5 to the Chargers. I will say I think they're going to probably go offensive line or trade back before they go wide receiver. Number 6, the Giants take Joe Alt. Titans stick to tackle and they take Talisa Fuaga. So we got Roma Dunze dropping all the way to us at number 9. We also have the ability to take any defensive player in the draft other than Quinion Mitchell. I personally like the idea of going defense here, or if Joe Alt was there, I would strongly consider him as well. I also think Olu Fashanu should maybe be a consideration. I personally like the idea of trading back at 9. I know Roma Dunze is there. A lot of people are going to say you should just be taking a Dunze. Maybe somebody's thinking they want to come up for J.J. McCarthy. Fourth quarterback off the board. We're not going to let it be Minnesota. Let's keep them out of the NFC with the Saints. Let's see if the Raiders want to move up for McCarthy. We'll just ask for their second round pick. Let's see if that gets it done. All right. They do go J.J. McCarthy. Roma Dunze goes 10 to the Jets. Dallas Turner at 11. And Olu Fashanu at 12 to the Broncos. Okay, so we can now take any defensive player outside of Quinion Mitchell and Dallas Turner. So Newton and Murphy are on the board. Latu is an option. Jared Verse is an option in my eyes. Tackle. Troy Fontenot from Washington. I actually think he personally is probably a better guard prospect, but some people are saying he played tackle. I just worry about him being a blue chip in terms of size with tackle at left tackle. Amarius Mims has all the measurables. Guy's massive. 6'7", 340. Fucking huge. But he's a work in progress. We're going to go with somebody a little bit more ready. Wide receiver, we could consider Brian Thomas or A.D. Mitchell, but it's probably a little high for each of those guys. Thomas is a little bit more in that option, that range. But I probably would have just stuck at 9 and take up Dunze if I'm really thinking wide receiver. All right, at 13, I think we're going to go edge rusher. Go edge or defensive tackle. Let's go edge rusher after drafting 2 guys in the second and third round, maybe both second round at defensive tackle last year, and signing Billings to a reasonable, but signing him to a contract. Let's go edge rusher, where the extent of our investment has been the trading and signing of Montez Sweat and signing DeMarcus Walker in free agency. Let's get a young defensive end that excites us. The closer we get to draft, if medicals check out, I think you go Latu over Verse for the sake of this purpose. For the purposes of this draft, let's pretend like Latu's medicals is something the Bears can get comfortable with, and we're going to go with him here. Jared Verse goes 16 to the Seahawks. Fontenot goes 17. Guyton goes 18. Barton goes 19. Both of those interior defensive linemen are still available. Knicks goes 20 to the Steelers. Wow, so they got Knicks, Fields, and Russell Wilson. That's hilarious. That's quite the quarterback room. Brian Thomas goes 21 to the Miami Dolphins. That's a scary wide receiver room if I've ever seen one. Byron Murphy goes 22 to the Eagles. I would not be shocked if this is the landing spot for Newton here for the Minnesota Vikings. They go Nate Wiggins, cornerback out of Clemson. Do we want to see if the Cowboys maybe want to do some business? We can go up and get Newton. How does something like this look to them? Don't get it done. That gets it done. Doesn't get it done. Wow. All right. Maybe they got their mindset on a player. They go Terry and Arnold. We're not trading with the Packers. Let's hope they don't take Johnny Newton, though. Marius Mims. Interesting. Lineman with a lot of potential there. Jackson Powers Johnson goes 26 to the Tampa Bay Bucks. Chop Robinson to the Cardinals. Xavier Worthy. Cooper DeJean. Jordan Morgan. A.D. Mitchell. Is this the Johnny Newton spot? Johnny Newton, 32 to the Chiefs. Let's go a little quicker here. Let's get to our pick at 44 and see how the board's looking. Okay, I could see Zach Frazier being a good fit for a long-term option at center. After we take Latu and Caleb Williams, wide receiver is still an option. Ladd McConkey is an interesting option for us. Although I do feel like between DJ Moore and Keenan Allen, we kind of got the slot locked down. Braden Fisk could be an option at interior defensive lineman. Roman Wilson, Ricky Pearsall both also seem like pretty decent options at wide receiver. Let's go ahead and take Braden Fisk, stud interior defensive lineman out of Florida State. Roman Wilson goes 46. Can we trade with the Giants to come get? Damn. Okay, pick swap next year. Pick swap this year. Let's see if that gets it done. Let's come up. Are we thinking Ricky Pearsall or are we thinking Ladd McConkey? Both of these guys supposedly slot options. Let's go with the higher rated prospect, at least according to PFF, and let's go Ladd McConkey. So we got Fisk, McConkey, Latu, and Williams. Like to end this probably with either a tight end or an offensive lineman depth piece. And right now, next year, we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 picks. We'll leave it at that. We'll be all right with our 5 picks. When we get to 122, Christian Jones ain't a bad option. Javon Foster, I like that option too. Let's go ahead and go Christian Jones. Tackle out of Texas. A little depth behind Braxton Jones there. All right, we walk away from this draft with 5 players. Come into it with 4 picks. We walk out with 5 players. 4 that we feel really good about, in my opinion. Top 19% of drafts. We're looking at franchise quarterback, if healthy, potential difference maker off the edge. Hopefully somebody that come in right away and contribute with his effort and motor and burst off the line of scrimmage on the interior defensive line. Wide receiver who can learn underneath Keenan Allen and DJ Moore how to operate out of that slot, how to operate as a wide receiver in the NFL. And at that piece, at tackle, hopefully offering a little more long-term upside than any of the other tackle options we have at depth. Obviously, we got Darnell Wright and Braxton Jones manning those positions as starters, but we don't really have any young depth. It's all Larry Borum and other options that aren't going to get you really excited long term. I like the draft. Give me your guys' thoughts. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Tell me where I could have done better. How do you feel about the Latu pick? I think I'm just liking the idea. We had some defensive line help. I think we were going to be up there with one of the best defenses in the league. I think our linebacker room's tough. I think our secondary room is real tough. Defensive line could use a little work. You get a couple pieces. We're cooking with gas. We got a top defense here. Allow this young quarterback to have a defense that supports him, gets the opposing team off the field. Like and subscribe, leave a comment. We'll be back with more before the draft.